the Icons of Real Estate podcast. Are you ready to learn the proven money-making secrets from top-producing icon agents? Ready to skyrocket your business? This podcast is for you. Tune in every week with your host, Tomasz Fonseca, and find out how to implement proven strategies to 10 times your business, from $3 million to $30 million in just 12 months. Brought to you by the Masters at Real Estate Marketing, Ardor SEO.
Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of Icons of Real Estate podcast. With us today, we have Rob Stein. He's a certified mentor leading the Pathway Home Real Estate Group with his wife, Katie Stein, both passionate about providing our clients with the best experience, service, and care in the industry. They were actually recently featured on the magazine Austin Real Producers, highlighting their growth mindset. And this same mindset is now on the Icons of Real Estate podcast. Welcome to the show, Rob.
Thank you so much for having me, Thomas. It's just a pleasure to be here. I'm honored to be here. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Maybe I should invite Katie as well. I hope she wasn't mad about this.
Oh, no, thank you for asking. No, we actually have a little 6-month-old baby in the house, and she is just full-time mommy mode right now. She's loving it. So I don't think she would have been able to anyway, but thank you so much.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, Rob, so tell us your real estate journey.
Yeah, definitely did not start here in real estate. I am an entrepreneur by nature and a musician. So both my parents were musicians. My father also, after his music tenure, became a real estate agent and a real estate manager. He was most recently managed the Berkshire Hathaway Princeton office for about 15 years. So real estate's kind of always been in the blood, but I started out as a musician, got my bachelor's in trumpet performance, master's in education, and actually spent about 10 years as an educator. So I definitely think that gives me a leg up in the real estate industry, having that real estate experience and that educator experience as well to bring to the table. And I actually left the public workforce to run my music business full time called Standing O Marching. And I write music for competitive marching bands. And over the course of about 10 years, I was able to build that business to the point that I could leave teaching. Once I got into that, it just kind of became a grind that I did not really anticipate. I'm just kind of sitting alone in my office, writing music all day, staring at the screen. But at that time, I got involved in real estate investing. That was about 6 years ago. I got involved in real estate investing with my father, went to some seminars with his coach, got back, and Katie came with me. And we just said to ourselves, like, we got to get into real estate. We had a passion for it, fell in love with it. And then I started doing acquisition with my dad. So we would be sending out letters for off-market properties, negotiating deals, acquiring properties for flips, buy and holds, assignments. Creative financing is kind of my background in the investment world. And we were doing that in New Jersey, where we grew up and where we were living. And then eventually, about 4 years ago, we kind of got in our heads like, let's go for it. Like, life is good. I was running my business. She was teaching, but we have a great relationship. We're very blessed and fortunate to have a good relationship. And we were just not spending enough time together. And we said, let's go for it, spend all our time together, go for that. Let's just thrive and really, really go for it. So we moved here to Texas. Katie left her teaching career. So all the stable paycheck, the health insurance, just nope. We were just really going for it with the real estate thing. We got licensed. Moved here to the Austin area, took about 6 months to get up and running, brand new agent in a brand new city, but just through relentless hard work and grit and massive action and aligning with a great brokerage like EXP with amazing education and tools and mentorship, we were able to really build our business quite big. Had a great couple of years as an independent agent, started my team. I have 10 agents on my team now, and we're growing. I expect 30 by the end of the year. And I'm just absolutely loving teaching and mentoring my new agents to build their careers, coaching other agents, around the country, and living the quality of life that we could have only dreamed of at one point. And now it's become a reality, and we have new goals that we're looking forward to accomplishing.
Nice. That's music to my ears.
Yeah.
So EXP was actually the first brokerage you joined in, or were you at another brokerage before?
It was essentially the first one. I mean, I joined another brokerage for about 2 months. When we moved here, I initially thought I was going to be doing primarily investing and just kind of using my license as a tool in my toolkit when I needed it. But once we got here, I mean, I can tell you the Austin market is way different than the Jersey market. So when we moved here, I just realized how much potential was in the market and that I really wanted to start a team. I knew that was my long-term goal. And the brokerage I was at was great for investors. It was not great for really learning how to be an agent and getting your skill set up. So at that time, I interviewed at all the brokerages, the big ones, the small ones, and everything between. I stuck with EXP. I've been here for almost 3 years, and I cannot imagine being anywhere else. It is undoubtedly the best brokerage model in the industry. Independent agents, teams, part-time agents, new agents, experienced agents, you name it doesn't matter. Best place to be, and I love it here.
Nice. I can see it. I can see it in your voice.
Yeah.
And so you said you started out as an independent agent. Do you think like should a new agent act as an independent agent, or should he join a team? What is your say in this?
Yeah, that's a great question. I have a video on this on my website at expwithrob.com, and I'm happy to expand now a little bit. You know, should a new agent join a team or go as an independent agent? That's a good question. And ultimately, I don't think there's a wrong answer. You know, I think there might be a wrong answer depending on the person, but it could go either way. So as an example, I started out as an independent agent, but I also, number one, made sure I had a great mentor, and I also hired a coach. So I think being an independent agent, even if someone like me with a relentless work ethic that is ready to go, you know, when you get your license, getting your license and learning how to be an agent are two very, very different things. And when you get your license, you learn about compliance and undoubtedly the essential things you need to know to stay in compliance and represent your clients to the best of your ability. But you don't learn, how do I get clients? How do I get leads? How do I talk to people? How do I scale and create leverage and create a good quality of life for myself with the type of income that I desire? And so that's where, if you go as an independent agent, just make sure you still have proper guidance with a great mentor, at least a great coach, and all the tools in your toolkit. So a place like EXP for new agents is fantastic. We have more education tools and support than any other brokerage out there. Over 50 hours alone of live training per week. So that's great. Now, a team can also be beneficial if you align with the right team. So as an example, you know, all teams are different. All team leaders are different, right? So if there's any agents listening to this wondering, like, should I go with a team? Interview a couple teams, just like you're interviewing a couple brokerages, and ask your team leader, what do you provide? As an example, we have daily training every single day on Zoom. We get together for in-person training a few times a month. I pay thousands of dollars for warm leads. I provide the best systems out there for my agents. We use the Follow Up Boss, CRM, Calendly Pro. I mean, everything is so plug and play. Scripts, objection handlers. You know, it's over $5,000 monthly of value that I give to my agents if they were to try to do this on their own. So I think if you align with the right team, that could be a great way to turbocharge your business. And especially if you're the kind of agent that likes working in a team environment, maybe you don't want it, you like being independent, but you still like that support system. Being on a great team that provides value should ideally allow you to close more deals and make more money as a new agent than you could on your own, right? Even if you're giving some of your commission to the team leader for their services, you know, 50 to 75% of 20 to 30 deals is better than 70 to 80% of 3 to 4 deals, which is statistically what you're probably going to do in your first year if you work really hard. So I think it depends on the agent. It depends on the team. But if you like the support environment, a team could be extremely beneficial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think like if you want to go big, you have to have a team to support you, because like alone it's pretty hard to go somewhere. And then even with the whole model of EXP, do you think like it makes sense for EXP agent to be alone, like comparing to other brokerage?
Yeah, well, for sure. I mean, again, I started out as an independent agent, and I'd be happy to maintain a career that way, but education is my passion. And so I like the idea of being a team leader and helping people. But as an independent agent with EXP specifically, for sure, I mean, we have the Icon Award, stocks, revenue share. You can build a wildly successful career, but especially to start out, it's not uncommon for an agent to at least start on a team, get that education going for a few years, get a bunch of deals under your belt, and then eventually maybe move to that independent agent role. But yeah, I think it could be a great fit either way to start as an independent agent or on the team.
Nice. What about your team structure? What is your team structure, and what do you think it works best?
Yeah, good question. So again, every team is different, right? Within EXP, my team is what is called a standard team, which means I had to meet specific production requirements. To be a team leader, I had to do 30 transactions and at least 6 million in volume within a 12-month period, which I did in my first year. And again, we provide a lot. So we provide daily coaching, team training, private one-to-one coaching, CRM, warm leads. We provide, all the scripts, objection handlers, buyer presentation, listing presentation, branding, business cards, photo shoots, transaction coordinator for every deal. So our team members never do their own contract to close, because I think agents should be doing what they need to do most, which is income producing activities, creating conversations, talking to clients. So we provide that transaction coordinator for them, included for free, right? So they can go out and go close more deals. So we really provide a lot for new agents. I want my team to be known for getting new agents to start making money right away. And so I aim to provide that type of value. And again, my experience as an educator also is definitely advantageous to those that want to align with me, just because I had the real estate experience and the experience as an educator to convey information in a way that makes sense, right? And so many great real estate coaches out there are very good at what they do, and they have the real estate experience, but not the educator experience. So I think that's something that my agents appreciate for sure.
Nice. And maybe that's your added value that you offer comparing to the other team leaders out there, that they do have real estate experience. They do have, let's say, public speaking abilities, but maybe the educating skill, it's not there, like it's with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's accurate. As an example, on my team, one of the things we have is a 90-day new agent action plan, where it's literally just a checklist of day 1, do these things, day 2, do these things. They have assignments that they submit to me, like demonstrating the scripts and objection handlers that they send to me, and that I basically grade and give them feedback and send back to them so they can improve, right? Because being an agent, again, you don't learn how to be an agent when you get your license. And the way you talk to people, the words you use, how that content is delivered is really important. So that educator experience is definitely something I bring to our onboarding process, to our team process. And I think that just gets our agents, it just turbocharges their experience. I would put an agent that's been on my team for a year. I would assume if I didn't know them, they've probably been in the business 5 or 10 years, just from the way they talk, their skill set, their mastery, and their knowledge and their skill set.
Yeah, they seem like they are well guided with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I'm passionate about. And
so you said your team, you're focused on creating and leveraging business with systems. Do you mind if we go through some of the systems that you have implemented on your team?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'd be happy to. So as an example, it all starts with the CRM, right? Every great realtor team, whatever, has to have a great CRM. So we use the Follow Up Boss CRM. It's undoubtedly, in my opinion, it's the best CRM out there in the real estate world. What it can do with follow-up automations, right? Because our agents are busy, they're working their clients. So when a lead comes in, we have all the automated follow-up happening so that they're not reaching out personally to a lead until that lead communicates they're ready to go. And any agent that's been in the industry, maybe their jaw just hit the floor when they say oh my gosh, I would love to have to just only reach out to someone when they're ready for me to reach out to them. And thanks to Follow Up Boss and the integrations we use there, again, that allows our agents to use their time productively. We have, some simple things like Calendly Pro. Every one of my agents gets a Calendly Pro account for seamless appointment booking, because once you get real busy and you have, 6, 7, 8, 10 more active clients at the same time, you're booking multiple appointments a day. I often tell agents, like, if it's not in your calendar, it doesn't exist, number one. And number two, don't try to remember anything, because you will forget things when you get busier. And so it's a great feeling when you just see appointments popping up. Your calendar is automated. Notion is the main team educational suite that we use. So Notion is an awesome software out there. If anyone's checking this out, Notion, I mean, you can build it out as big as you want. I also have an amazing administrative manager who builds out all of our systems. So my team, when you come onto my team, you go into our educational suite in Notion, you have years worth of information right in there. I mean, everything you would need to know, hundreds of videos, scripts, demonstrations, presentations, it's all in there. Jotform is another service we use. So if anyone out there is using Google Forms, check out Jotform, guys and gals. Conditional formatting, you can make your forms look really, really beautiful. So as an example, someone books a listing consultation with me or one of my agents. They're ready to go. We just send them the link to our calendar, and that's all we need to do. They're going to book the appointment. Once they book the appointment, we have automations built into Calendly that they're going to get confirmation texts and emails reminding them about the appointment with prompts to reschedule if they need to. Automated, if they book the listing appointment, they're going to get an email with the pre-listing survey to fill out. So we can walk into that appointment knowing everything we need to set them up for success. And we use Jotform for that, integrated with Calendly and Zapier, that makes all these programs talk to each other. So they book the appointment, the follow-up, the pre-listing survey, the calendar, everything happens all by itself, which allows our agents to spend the time doing the income producing activities they need to do, not manually following up, rescheduling appointments, not manually emailing surveys over. Those things add up so much. And so I aim to create those leverage via systems and technology, so that my agents can have a great quality of life, free up their time to spend more time with their families, spend more time prospecting, do what they want to do.
Yeah, and do what they do best, right? Which is like talking to people and not to be after them or filling out Excel sheets.
Yeah.
And man, not even being, I don't even have Calendly Pro, and I've been thinking for months, like, I should get this. This would be so good.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I remember when I joined EXP and I was a new realtor, and my coach was using Calendly, and I thought, like, man, I don't need that. Like, well, I didn't have anything going on at the time. Mm-hmm. I literally can't imagine running my life without my Calendly Pro subscription. I mean, it's like $12 a month, right? It's not expensive, but the way we build it out, I can't imagine operating without it. And I think as an agent, when people become agents, I talk to new agents every day. I coach new agents every day. I say, why did you become an agent? They always, financial freedom, right? That's always a common thread. Mm-hmm. And when people think financial freedom, they're not imagining working 80-hour work weeks all the time. And as an individual agent or on a team, if you're not creating leverage with systems, you can make a ton of money, but you're going to be so busy and stressed out. So it's important to either align with someone or teach yourself about creating leverage for your time with systems, so that number one, you can scale your business, do more business in less time, make more money, and have the quality of life that you want, right? Have dinner with your family, go on vacation, and have your business still running in the background because of everything that you've implemented.
Nice. And you also state that you offer them high quality leads every day. So can I just ask, like, where do you go and snatch these leads?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're using a couple platforms right now. We've been using the Commissions Inc., or Sync as it's commonly known, platform for about a year. It's been good. We're closing deals from it. But for my opinion and my needs, the platform fee on that one was took too much of the monthly budget. So we actually have a new website being built right now with Agent Fire. It's just one word, Agent Fire, that you can build from all the way custom to semi-custom to basic. We're doing a full custom website with them. Incredible features are integrated. They have a partner, Dippity, which we have partnered with to focus on our social media remarketing and our Google ad spend. So essentially we have online PPC campaigns, right? Pay-per-click. Search AustinAreaHomes.com is our website. So people are looking for homes in the area. They register on our website as a warm lead, meaning they're asking someone from my team, yeah, I'm interested in this home. I want someone to reach out to me with more information. Those leads get filtered in a round robin fashion. They're delivered right via Follow Up Boss. We've integrated our website with Follow Up Boss. So the agents get that ping right on their phone every day. They're ready to have a lead get in touch with them. And the beauty of it is, even if that agent is in an appointment, automatically that agent is sending out text messages and emails to this lead right away to be able to service them properly. So those are the leads that we pay for every single day. I guarantee at least one lead a day delivered to my agents. Plus, we also teach them how to prospect for their own leads. And on my team, if it's a team provided lead, like most teams, it's a 50-50 split. If the agents go get their own leads, which I encourage them to do their own deals, they get 75% of the commission. So I want my agents, the saying, right? Teach a man to fish or give him fish. I like to give my agents the fish and teach them how to fish, right? So we want them to just be eating all the fish.
So that was actually my next question. What do you do to teach them how to fish? So like, what type of training do you provide for your team? You said like you do daily team calls and weekly training schedules. Like what do you usually do?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, this is where I just love being a team leader and educating. So I think the foundation is, of course, we have team training 8:30 to 9 o'clock every single day on Zoom. The first half of the training is, this is our foundational 101 training that I call it. These are the skills that an agent uses every day that they need to get really, really good at to be able to convert prospects into clients. So primarily we're practicing scripts, objection handlers. We break into breakout rooms, or we'll do it around the room who has a script they need to work on. And we just practice scripts, objection handlers, and closing techniques for the first half of that training. The second half is just kind of an open mastermind, who's going through something they need help with. It could be a contract. It could be a mindset thing for the agent. It could be a mindset thing for the client. Like, hey, I have a listing client. They are completely on another planet with price. How can I get them down to reality? So we talk about that. So that's our foundational training. But again, in Notion, our team educational suite, we have literally hundreds of scripts and objection handlers, along with video and audio demonstrations of me going through this. We have the listing and buying presentation, along with demonstrations of me delivering a flawless listing and buying presentation. So right away, they're getting hands-on training, demonstrations. All of my team members are also assigned accountability partners. That can't be me. It has to be another agent on the team. So in addition, they have to have at least a 30-minute meeting daily with their accountability partner, talking about scripts, objection handlers, setting goals. We have yearly and monthly and daily goal spreadsheets that we utilize to keep track of accountability. So all of these systems put in place to make sure that we're training them optimally. And again, most of my agents within their first 3 to 4 weeks are getting, their first representation agreements.
It seems like you and your team members, they have all the week planned out.
We do. We really do. It's literally all planned out for them. So for me, I love working with experienced agents. I love working with new agents. Not all teams like working with new agents. I love new agents. For me, if I have an agent that has the right mindset and the right work ethic, just plug into our system and just run as fast as you can. But if you have the right mindset, the right work ethic, those are the type of people that really succeed with me.
Nice. And you also have quite a large Facebook group, right? eXp Realty New Agents Group with almost 3,000 members. That was actually like how I found you. Like, what is the use of this group?
Yeah, so that's an awesome Facebook group. I only created it, I want to say less than 2 months ago. We're actually at like almost 2,800 members right now. eXp Realty New Agents Group. It's just a group that I created for new agents with eXp, or maybe people considering joining eXp and they have some questions, primarily because the longer I've been with eXp, the more I love about it, the more I learn about it. And what I usually tell people is eXp is very wide and it's very deep. There is so much value that eXp gives that sometimes when agents come on, they can feel a little overwhelmed because there's just so much. Now, for me, when people come on at eXp with my help, we actually have dedicated one-to-one onboarding specialists that we provide to them to help them get onboarded. But for other agents that are not able to do something like that, I don't want eXp agents to feel lost. I don't want them to not succeed because they don't have the information they need. So it's really just an open forum. We have all sorts of questions on there, from like lead generation to logistics. Where do I find my business cards? How do I access this, eXp World or eXp Workplace, or how do I find a specific mentor or something? So it's just an awesome community we've built. It's a very supportive environment for new agents with eXp or people considering checking it out, to make sure, again, I want to educate them. I want them to succeed. I want to make sure they have all the information they need. And that's kind of the avenue for that group.
And did you already, just by curiosity, did you already manage to recruit an agent, like coming from the efforts of the group? Like an agent wanted to join EXP, he saw the group, got in touch with you, and he joined your team. Did this happen?
Yeah, I mean, that was not by any means the purpose of creating that page. The purpose of creating that page was providing value to existing agents, or agents wanted to check it out. But it has worked out that I have been able to bring on some people from EXP that saw it, saw the value, saw my expwithrob.com website and the value I bring, and that have decided to align with me and my organization. And they're doing great. We've selected them. If it's an agent that's not here in the Austin area, I make sure I hook them up with a great mentor or team in their area if it's a new agent, to help them be situated. So it's just become an awesome environment, an awesome group, and we've been able to grow the business a little bit as well.
Nice. So win.
Absolutely. If agents are winning, I'm winning. My goal is to help them win, and we all win together.
Perfect. So Rob, where do you go from here? What are your goals? I know you told me you have 10 agent members right now. You want to go to 30. Like, do you have any other goals for this 2022?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I'm all about goals and massive action. Huge Grant Cardone fan, right? Massive action. So for the team, yeah, I'm actually in the process of interviewing for a director of sales. That person should be in place by the end of this month. I want 30 agents by the end of this year for the team, for sure. Regarding my personal business, I'm actually developing a sales course for new agents right now. I'm filming it with David Bibiano of Take 17 Studios here in Austin, and partnering with Mark Cloutier of The Current Solution Marketing based in Rhode Island. And this is going to be the most in-depth resource for new agents out there. Hundreds of videos, demonstrations, everything an agent needs to know to launch their business. And we're developing it, filming it right now. It's going to be out later this year. So that's a big goal I have, is just to roll that out and provide agents with as much information as I can to help them succeed. So by the end of the year, man, if I have 30 agents and that sales course is rocking and rolling, helping people build their careers, that's just going to be great. And of course, continuing to just enjoy my wife and my baby. Being a father is incredible, getting used to fatherhood. And we're just so grateful to have a wonderful relationship. We have a beautiful, happy, healthy little girl. And really, primarily, they are my why. They're why I do all this, so I can build this and spend time with them. It's amazing being at home and my wife and baby come in my office and say hi. And so the more time I can spend with them and the more I can help other agents succeed, those are big goals for this year.
Perfect. And I hope that you even exceed your goals. I hope you grow from 30 to 50. You'll be able to do that.
Love it. Let's do it.
So tell us, Rob, how can our audience reach you?
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that. So if you want to reach out to me, again, check out expwithrob.com. Easiest place to just find some of my resources. My Calendly is on there. If you want to just book on my calendar, you can also go to meetwithrobstein.com, STEIN, meetwithrobstein.com. You can book a 15-minute or 30-minute phone call. I'd love to get to know you, see how I can help you. If you're interested in checking out some more about EXP, go to expwithrob.com. And between that website and meetwithrobstein.com, I'd love to hear from you, and just what can I do to help you grow your business? I'd love to connect.
Perfect. Rob, what a pleasure. Thanks for coming here and share your energy with us. I hope you loved it as well. I think our audience did. If they reached to this point, I think they did.
I think so too. And it's been an honor and a pleasure to be on your podcast, Thomas. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you, Rob. Have a good one.
You too,
Bye.
buddy.